Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA Tour 2K25 Career Mode Series video. And today it is time for the final round of the Valero Texas Open at TPC San Antonio. And here, going into this final round, we are sitting 6 strokes off the leader, Grayson Sigg. He's 7 under par. Colin Morikawa is in second, tied with Justin Suh at 4 under par, and then Steven Yeager there at 3 under. So with how tough this course is, we have to make sure we capitalize on par 5s and take advantage of all the birdie chances we can get. Now, in round number 1, we really struggled with greens in regulation. 33% despite hitting a lot of fairways off the tee. So have to do better on proximity to hole. Give ourselves more birdie chances, because when we had birdie chances in round 1, we were capitalizing. But it is time. Nothing's impossible, right? There is a shot we can win this tournament. It is a long shot, right? But my goal is to go out there and score as low as we can. If we post an under par round, that's a win today, because this course is really, really tough. But let's dive right in, everybody. If you get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more. And right around the corner in this series, next episode in this series, we have the first major of Ryan Gamer's rookie season on the PGA Tour. The Legends Championship, which is the games version of the Masters. And I cannot wait for that. It's going to be a 4-round tournament. So going into the finale, we have firm fast greens again. So 151 green speeds is probably what it's going to be. Let's do this, everybody. Ryan Gamer left the cowboy hat in the locker room, and you better believe we're rocking our Sunday red today. Let's play high-level golf. Come on.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time now for the final round of the Valero Texas Open from TPC San Antonio. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. As always, it's delightful to have you join us. Our featured player is starting the day in the top 20 as we get things underway. Can he make a move today?
Here we go. We got a birdie early and birdie often to put the pressure on the competition. Now, we do not have the final pairing, obviously, so we can put pressure on the final pairing, though. Here we go. Focus up, everybody.
Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole.
Look at Jerry already saying, I want you to put in the fairway, put it onto the green, get a birdie here on hole number 1. I'm feeling good. I don't even need a practice swing here. 11-mile-per-hour wind, so the wind has jumped up from round number 1. I'm going to play tougher. Here we go.
Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today.
Wow, big frame drops there. Did you all see that? It just kind of froze in the air. But that's in the fairway. What a mid-burst bounce.
Fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Rich has faith in us. You love to see it. I am going to go 50-degree wedge with this wind. A little bit steeper angle of attack here.
Okay, clubbing down.
That's it. Gonna spin nice too.
Well, that will work for him.
Come on. We went bogey in round 1.
Up a birdie opportunity here at the first.
Let's go birdie this time, right? And you better believe Ryan Gamer and Jerry had a good dinner with the 8 fans that were hit with golf balls in round number 1, right?
Well, that's
Let's
delightful.
go.
A birdie to get the round underway.
Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking.
Whatever
Cheers.
nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
He's currently tied for 8th. Let's take a look at this par 5 second hole.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right
Gotta fade
and
this more.
left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
If we are hitting shots like that, we're going to dominate.
Second shot here on the
It's an
second
insane shot. Okay, and now we can strike here. 13-mile-an-hour cross tailwind. Blowing a little bit from right to left, mostly at our back here. Be the club, please. Steeper angle of attack here. That's perfect. It's going to roll off. The question is how far. And on this course, well, you already know the answer to that one. So close. Perfect strike. Great shot setup. But this course is firm and fast. And it's just really tough. This is going to be a very challenging shot. It's probably got to be a flop shot, right? Flop shot's probably the way. Oh, my. We're in the fairway, which is good. We can get good spin on this. Hop. Nope, not enough. Didn't play the uphill slope enough. We're lucky.
He's putt about 11 feet in distance.
We are lucky
Looking
that
for
stopped.
another birdie here.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day.
What
What's
we
this
got,
one
John?
doing, mate?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
Yeah, it's definitely right to left. Thank you for that, John. 11 feet, uphill 3 inches.
Oh, that one rushed straight past
Good
the
putt.
hole.
Not a bad effort right there from
Close
long
club
range.
face
Big
and a slight
breaking
pull.
putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
But we're not a greenskeeper, right? Our putting
He's
stats are
currently
low. It's going to be
sharing
tough
eighth
for us to
position.
get that perfect stroke. I will take a near miss. We are 1 under through the first 2 holes, and we were 2 over in round number 1. So here we go.
Stepping
Oh,
onto
three.
the par 3
This was the
third.
3rd bogey.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand
choke tee
side
shot.
and the back portion of it, and obviously you
No,
want
that's right.
no
We haven't
part of
unlocked
coming
swing
up
path
short.
yet.
Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Yeah, this green is tough. Going to do a practice swing here. And yeah, if we had the choke tee shot fully leveled up, I would definitely hit that here. It's a good spot for it. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm practice swinging. Wake up. There we go.
Game of the 7.
That's an aggressive line, but missed it to the left. Going to be off the green. Maybe he can pull out the Texas wedge here. Not
Didn't
the
look
actual
to hit
Texas
that one
wedge.
Quite so flush.
Oh,
Took
no.
that one offline
No,
in
no,
a
no.
hurry.
This would be a great up and down from this spot.
Yeah, it would be a great up and down because as you can see, it's sitting with a downslope, heavy downslope after it, and huge left to right slope. If we're short, we're all the way back down. So there's basically nowhere to miss. And that's definitely where you don't want to miss. Overswing, but you know, it's so touchy. You miss it by just a little bit, a couple percent. After the new update, that thing's gone, and you can see that right there.
Now, long range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
This hole is so tough. 29 feet, uphill 1 foot. It's breaking right to left, and then left to right, and then right to left. This is almost straight in. I'm actually going to play it as straight in. Up, look at the open
that
club
putt was
face.
pushed.
We'll never know if that was the right line.
Putting now for a bogey.
These greens are so tough. Like, chipping kept us alive in round 1, and it was our first mistake here in round 2. We'll take it.
He's currently locked in a share of 11th place.
Even, hey, we know we're
Moving
going to
down
bogey
the
here. It's going to
leaderboard, Luke,
happen.
Never a good thing.
This course is insane.
And now onto the par 4 4th hole.
We're going to fight for every bit of this. Like, we're going to fight for every score we have. We're going to have bogeys. Just got to survive. This feels like a major tournament.
Just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Thank you, Rich. It really does feel like a major. Like, this is so tough. I love it, though.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
163, downhill just a little bit. Look at this pin. Like, you're not going to be able to stick this thing. Maybe we can with the choked approach. Gonna fade it into that wind. 13-mile-an-hour wind at her back and mostly moving right to left.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
That's the one. That's a dance you're going to be happy with, right? We're on the dance floor.
Play. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
Welcome to TPC San Antonio, everybody. It's left to right most of the way. It's really tough to see with that shadow there, especially the one in the middle. Comes back just a little bit at the end. Rhythm. Yep.
Ooh.
Wow. I tell you, if you're off on transition or rhythm with the putter, it just is gone.
7-footer right here.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
Well, I love a par putt when it's not on a yellow slope. Yeah, with the overswing and rhythm,
Wow,
we're right
that's
back where
misjudged.
we were.
Putting for bogey here.
This is
And he's
nuts.
down there. You got to read?
So, straight for the most part.
This
with
might
a
be the hardest
little
course in
left
the
at
game.
end.
It truly
And
might.
down it
That's a
goes
good
for
bogey.
consecutive bogeys.
Putting early on has been less than stellar, but that one, that's more like it.
To par 4, the 5th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
I mean, we've got to at this point. 12-mile-an-hour wind in our face. And I'm not saying that's a good bogey because I know it was a 3-putt, right? That's not what I'm saying. But to make that coming back, if we miss that, we're probably getting a triple.
Oh, that's a
Because
high
that putt
caliber
up the
shot.
hill is so tough. But that comeback putt's just so tough there. That's what I mean by that was a good bogey. You don't hear too many people say that after that, but yeah, like this is one we've got to spin, hit on that slope. I forgot just how hard this course is, and especially pin location number 4 here. That overswing? No. I mean, 1.42% power is not enough difference, especially when you see the contact being off. Contact is going to take off distance.
Trying to get to 1 under
Did we
here
get a
with this
flyer's
putt.
lie off that downslope? Was it the downslope that just carried that? Probably was. I'm going to have to aim short because I'm crushing every one. It's right to left, left to right, and then right to left.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one. Looks to have some good
Get
spin
in.
on it too.
Come on.
You beauty. What a putt.
We had some big putts in round 1. That was massive. That's a momentum shifter. Like, if we can make that, we can win this tournament. Yeah, we got to make about 10 more,
I could
but
watch this one all day.
that's a
Who would've
momentum
thought that would
shifter.
go
Look at
in?
Ryan fired up.
As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2.
Come on. Look, Grayson gets a bogey. We are not going to see that many low scores today. There's just no
The
way.
6th is a par 4.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding
Not in
that
these
bunker down the
winds.
right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable. That
Playing
one's
this
right
hole
out
a
of the
little bit
top
different
drawer.
than a lot of people would play it. So I was actually hitting that with the wind, right? And playing it safe to the left instead of drawing it, right? A lot of people probably draw that. Choked approach to keep this under the wind a bit. Probably a choked approach. Slight draw. You just never know how much that crosswind is going to play, right? Actually, it played perfect. Calculation was right
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor.
as far as
Could
the
have been
distance
worse.
effect. Just not with
This
the aim.
is what remains to get into 7th on the leaderboard. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Yeah, 14 feet, uphill 2 inches. Most of the break is at the beginning, left to right. It comes back at the end, but not a lot.
It's on a good line.
Get
Some
in.
momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Who called in that birdie
Back-to-back
train,
birdies,
YouTube?
moving
Come
the right
on.
direction there, Luke.
Let's go.
And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament.
Everybody remain calm. Act
This
like you've been
one's
there
a par
before.
3.
Okay. I mean, we've got to spin this 4-iron. The chance of this holding in this wind is very low anyways. Gonna draw it a bit into that wind. It's a great strike. Got the overswing.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth.
It's gonna hold. Wow. I was not expecting that ball to land that soft. I know we're hitting into an upslope there. I thought we'd actually get more distance out of that. I didn't see our contact or swing path. It felt good. And I know we got the overswing that I wanted. But I thought that would carry more in the
That's
wind.
a tad wayward. Not quite finding
That's
the
unfortunate.
surface.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
I mean, it wasn't, I wouldn't call it a mistake. It was just, the ball was not in sync with the course, right? The ball was not in sync with the course. Let's go with that. Okay, here we go. That surely was something. That's been honestly a big problem
That's
with
on
my
the green,
game
but still a
recently.
fairway from the hole.
Overswings and transition.
An
Overswings with
opportunity
transition.
to make a par here.
Rhythm being off on short game
All right,
shots.
John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This putt's going to move pretty hard to the left.
I need to just compensate for and aim well short. It's tough to do that in the bunker, right? Because if we hit that one short, it's rolling all the way back where we were. 24 feet, downhill 3 inches. Most of the break is at the beginning here. Do not want to miss this to the right early.
I don't mind the look of this.
Looking good.
Get in! Come on!
It's time to recap that play.
Okay, that's a huge par save. We're in this thing, everybody. The putter's hot this week, and when the putter gets hot, we are dangerous. We just need to hit more greens, though.
What an amazing putt from way out.
He's
This
in a
is
share
for
of
all
9th
Jerry's family, friends in attendance today. They came to watch the legendary caddy, the dynamic duo as well, the virtual athlete Ryan Gamer with
On
the
the tee
caddy
now, the
Jerry.
par 5, 8th hole.
He's more than a caddy, I know. He's a personal trainer. He does it all across all the sports. But, like, we have to deliver for all Jerry's friends and families in attendance. Come on. That was an interesting swing. But you know what? It's in the fairway.
Nicely
You
done.
can't get there in 2 anyways here.
His second shot here.
Go
4
up
shots
and over
behind
that
our leader.
tree. Fade it. That's it. Maybe a bit too much open club face, but it might still hang out. Might still hang out in the fairway. Hold.
Not bad.
Hold. Not bad, as Luke said.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
I love this shot. Little choked approach shot. 56-degree wedge into this wind, into the upslope. Roll it down that hill. Trickle it on back. And then trickle it on back. Trickle it on back. Trickle it on back. Yes.
Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
Come on. Ryan giving Jerry the high five.
If he can hold this, he'll move
We can
inside
win.
the top 5.
We can do this
Nice
thing.
one. 4th birdie of the day. And as the scorecard suggests,
Top
heading
5.
up the leaderboard.
We're not going to see a lot of low scores today in these winds
Lovely
from
momentum
fast
for this player
conditions.
after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Not a single bunker on this hole. Tee shot is fairly straightforward. Just hit it straight, find the center of the fairway. The second shot, however, gets a little interesting as this green is very deep, not very wide. Big runoff areas on both sides of this green. A par here is a solid number.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me.
We are golfing today. Like, I am locked in right now. I want to win
This
so
shot
bad.
From around 210
Come on.
yards.
Gotta take a miracle,
Just
I know.
3 strokes back.
No more approach 2-iron into this wind is probably the play. A nice little draw. Lofted just a bit. Make sure that wind grabs it. I don't want to draw this too much. Just a little bit. That's it.
Needs this one to kick right.
That wind just grabbed it. It's rolling all the way back. We might still be dancing. I believe Will Zalatoris
Well,
had a
Rich,
putt here.
That's on the surface, but it's in
Different
three-putt
pin,
territory
but-
so far away. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, Henny, what do we
You
got?
know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left-to-righter.
Okay, I need to aim about 5 yards short because of my rhythm and transition, right? It's left to right, but uphill 3 feet, 72 feet. I believe per TGC Tour's rules is over 75 feet to putt. It might be 70, but I always play towards the TGC Tour's rules. Even though I know this is not a TGC Tour's round, obviously. I don't know what to do here. Okay. We are on. What a read. Okay, okay.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Everybody main com. We can win this tournament.
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
The greyhound or the bunny? We need to start sprinting. Okay. I feel locked in right now. I mean, reads are on right now. Game is feeling good. Swing is so much better. Like, every part of our game right now feels on minus short game as far as, like, chipping, flopping, that stuff. But everything else is good.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Yep, I am. And I love a wedge here. 60-degree wedge. Choked approach. Quad perfect. That's the club. Gonna come back.
Yeah, that one will play.
It didn't come back, but what a shot. Quad perfect, everybody.
This putt is for a share of second.
These were make your hand shake. They will make your knees shake. 7 feet, downhill 2 inches, a big right to left break. And if we miss this, it is gone. Get in.
Down, that's birdie number 5.
Everybody remain calm. Act like you've been there before. Cheers.
As we check
Get
the
your coffee.
standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Stay focused. Justin moves atop the
Teeing off
leaderboard.
now
Grayson
at
is
the 11th
struggling
hole.
today.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult
Hold.
to get close.
Hold. No, that's gone. It might stay in the light rough. Yep. It's gonna be on a
This lie
downslope,
won't
so
be
we're
too
gonna
bad in
get
the first
basically
cut.
no effect on the ball. I love the choked approach here. I really do. In this lie, with that wind, it's at our back a little bit. It's blowing right to left. We're going to do our natural fade into that wind. Let the wind just take it naturally.
Yep,
That's it.
solid connection. This is looking good.
That's it.
Oh, this one looks pretty handy here.
I don't think Will Zalatoris had that on his bingo card today. What a shot.
Henny, Will Zalatoris
Putting
missed
for
the
birdie
cut.
here.
I'm not trying to call Will out there, but he's not playing. Ultra aggressive
down.
line
That's
there. When
6
you all
birdies
saw
today.
that distance,
Gotta like
I know
it.
you got
2 in a row.
nervous.
He's going along quite nicely in second place.
That's when you know I'm dialed in. When I get
12
that
holes, a
aggressive.
par 4.
Okay. We are 5 under today. In tougher conditions and tougher pins. Focus up. Draw it right into the wind. That's perfection. Every swing today is on.
Lovely rhythm.
Playing this shot.
I'm
from
drinking a lot of
120
coffee
yards.
today.
Pretty good win.
I'm
back into the
energized.
player's
Come on.
face.
Okay. Everybody settle down. Act like you've been there before. 122 yards. Uphill 18 feet. Great chance for the choked approach. Keep it under the wind just a bit. Another quad perfect. I know that attacking angle was... I'm not the attacking angle.
And
I
he's
knew it was
safe
coming
on
off to the
green with
right.
That shot.
But I'm not messing with that bunker, right? It was kind of a safe shot, but great distance.
A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Yeah, and we have to play this not safe, but also if we hit this off the green, it could be a bogey. Safe but not safe is what I'd call this. What? When do you ever see a slow rhythm?
12 feet to the cup coming up. Henny's down there.
It didn't feel
You got a
slow. It
read?
felt
A
perfect. What just
huge right to
happened?
left swinger.
I really don't know. I don't know if that's nerves or... I have noticed the tempo's been a lot more inconsistent after the Season 2 update. I've had like random moments of extreme slows, just like in PGA 2K23. I don't know if that was user error or one of those examples, but that is a bad time for that to happen. If anything, it felt like a very fast. I really don't know what happened, but let's send this in. That's insane. Wow, like when I hit that putt,
And that's gonna
in
come
my
up
mind, I'm
short.
like, this is gone because it felt like I blasted it, but it registered a negative
It's just about
4.5
3 feet
slow.
away.
Okay, we'll take it.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
Could have just been the nerves. Maybe my thumb was actually slow. It felt super fast. It felt like I just flicked it
And
forward.
that'll see him remain
It's
in
a
the same
bogey, that's
spot
all I
on
know.
the leaderboard.
2 back. Bogey's gonna happen. Get them and move on, right? It's not about the mistakes you make. It's how you
On the tee
respond.
now, coming off the bogey.
We are
A
battling.
bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Okay. It's got to be regular shot here. It's got to be regular shot. Downhill 33. If I'm hitting 220 here, it's going to fly like 11 yards further. That's 231. And that's way too far. Now, we're not going to be able to spin this very much either. Take a little bit off the 2-iron. We're in between clubs. This is a very tough shot. Toughest shot of the day, really. Be the club.
The tempo
Be the club.
there was exquisite.
Yeah, it's just so tough to get that one there. Like, you need a 3-iron there. You need a 3-iron. 4-iron's going to be too short. Maybe an overpowered, increased rhythm. That's a risky shot, though. This is not a bad miss.
What happened there?
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Lucky that we are here and not in that other bunker, right? So this is a very, like, I want to say high percentage shot, but I've had this shot in this game multiple times. That's perfection. Not perfection, but really good. Perfection would have been in the hole, right? But still good.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
Get in.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Grayson moves back up there. Justin at the top. 6 under, 5 under, 4 under. We're tied with Russell Henley there.
Welcome to the 14th hole. It's a par 5.
We got a strike here. Par 5 that you must score on. Fade it slightly into that wind. Send it. I tell you, one thing that's been different in last tournament and this tournament,
let's power towards it.
in the final round, I've been full focus. Like, there's been a different mindset. When I go into these final rounds, recently, I've been trying to create it like it's a major tournament, right? And that mindset has changed everything.
Plenty of sand there to mess with your golf ball.
It requires accuracy. There's no doubt about that. There are bunkers both right and left that can certainly gobble up your golf ball if you get a little bit offline. Anything missing a little bit long and
Wind
left,
has shifted
however,
into
though,
our face
that is
as
a
Rich's
good
life story
spot to miss it.
continues. I don't mind his live stories anymore. It gives me time to focus. I do mind them, actually, but focus. I like the club with the wind in our face slightly. Take a little bit off the 2-iron here. Generate a little bit more spin with the steeper angle of attack. Go for it. The swing is on today, like on every level.
Going for the green, are we?
That's perfection. Come on. We're dancing for eagle, everybody. Not going to be an easy dance. We don't expect an easy eagle dance.
I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
That was very aggressive and very impressive. I got to say, looking to make the 2 and tie the lead.
It's left to right,
to the cup.
and then it's right to left, back the opposite way. This is not breaking much whatsoever. I think it's right edge. Do not overhit this.
On a good line.
That one's got some
Get in! Do you want to win or do you want to lose? That is an eagle for the lead. A share of the lead.
And now he'll move to 6 under for the tournament.
Come on.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
We have a 3-way tie at 6 under. Ryan, Grayson, Justin.
And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Just playing it smart today. I'm not trying to get fancy. I'm not trying to get outside of our comfort zone. We're trying to win. Play smart. Nothing fancy.
Second shot at the 15th.
Okay, I'm going choked approach here. Choked approach 7 on a draw line, hitting it a bit shallow and de-lofted into the wind. This is kind of fancy, but I hit the shot a lot in the game.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Get up, get up, get up. Exactly what I was trying to do. You know,
Shot
when
there.
Nearly doesn't
when
get
you're
any
on
better
in
than
this
that.
game,
Amazing shot.
you're on, right?
Oh,
And I
yeah,
know
the
that's
dirty
you're like
putt
that's
here.
obvious, Ryan. Well, you know, yeah, But when you're off, right? Like, it's just, this is the game I talked about in round number 1. That's why I love the game. You may feel like you got nothing one day. Our swing was all over the place. We started to hone it in towards the end. And then the next round, the next day, you are just firing on all cylinders. The difficulty of this game is so well done. 8 feet, uphill 2 inches. Get in.
What a round this is. 7 birdies today.
Grayson just eagled the hole.
Time to dig
Wait,
in
which
and
hole did he
give it
just
your
eagle?
all coming down the final
It wasn't
few.
the par 5. Did he
Currently
just
7
eagle?
under for the event.
He eagled 12.
The 16th is a
What was
par
hole
3.
12? I got to look at the scorecard here. What was hole 12? Hole 12 was the par 4 that we bogeyed. He holed out on 12? Grayson was 6 under. It's a 3-way tie. He holed out on the 410-yard par 4 there, hole 12. Oh, my. What is he going to do on the par 5? All right. The Eagle holeouts are back at 89 difficulty. We saw in PGA 2K23 a lot, but that happens. I mean, we had an Eagle as well. Hole 16, 7 under. We're leaving it all out there. Like, this is just exceptional golf. And this is one where, wow, we're in between clubs, and this is where we're going to pull out the choked approach. Try to get as much spin on this as we can.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. This looks to be a
Go in!
great golf
Go
shot.
in! Go!
This player's
Oh,
dialed in.
come
What a
on!
shot. Just a 4-footer remaining.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
I love this video game. Like, the gameplay, the challenge, perfection. You remove the VC. You add a better progression. You have one of the best games. One of the best golf games out there. You remove the VC. Better progression in career. You got perfection. Wow. But we got to watch that back, right? I know we have this birdie putt here. We got to take a screenshot to remember this moment. That is the shot of the year. The level of difficulty of that shot at a max. A 2-iron choke tee shot with no room for error on that approach, because there's no room for error because we don't have that shot fully leveled up, right? And we struck that to perfection. That was just nuts. Like, I don't think I could ever hit that shot again. I truly don't. We left it all out there on that shot, and we needed to, because without that shot, we're in trouble. So here we go. Let's rewind, watch it, got the screenshot. Here we go. I thought that was in. I don't know about you all. I thought for sure that was going to drop. It was on a perfect line. When I saw that bounce, I'm like, that's in. It didn't. That's why the choked tee shot and the choked approach shot is very good when you have the right club. Calculated that to perfection. Here we go.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Grayson is on a hot streak.
2 in a row.
Eagle
He's feeling
birdie
it.
for Grayson. Ryan
Currently
Gamer with an
8
eagle
under
birdie,
overall.
I think. Colin is up there as
Let's see
well.
what happens here at the 17th.
Definitely looking to make a move on this
I'm almost
hole.
out of coffee.
Could be interesting.
Too many birdies, right? We're 8 under. This is impossible. This is impossible. Okay, what gives us the best chance to score a birdie? Does going for it give us anything? Not with our distance. It does. Well, no, with this wind, it does. No, the wind is shifting. Look at it. Okay, the wind answered our question here. So this is a nice little, not stinger. I think it's just got to be a normal tee shot, 3-wood. If the wind stayed at our back, you better believe I would attack that. But you all realize last time we played this hole, we left ourselves in a tough spinner shot, and I think this gives us a best chance to score
harm,
here.
no foul
It's a
there
flop
with that
shot,
shot.
probably. Got a good bounce on that one. Look at Ryan just having fun. Yeah, you're having fun when you're 8 over,
Time for
8
the
under. I
second
mean,
shot at the 17th.
Ooh, okay. We are not in a good flop position. This is not good. We're in a pitch position lob wedge. And there's no room for error here. At all. Add a little shot shaping to it. That's it.
Oh, that just brushed past the hole.
It's about the best you can do from there with the pitch shot.
Well,
I kind of wish I would have went for it. I don't know.
If he can hold it, he'll get close to the lead.
Good stuff today,
Would have been in the
especially
bunker.
the short game has been really sharp today.
If the wind
John,
wouldn't have shifted.
what's the line on this putt?
This looks like it's going to break to the left.
Yeah, it's going to break heavy right to left. We had this same putt earlier. Get in!
Drop in for a birdie.
It doesn't matter where you hit it on the green. Ryan's going to make it. The best back nine performance you could ever imagine.
And after that hole, he'll move to 9 under for the event.
Moving
Do you
up
wanna
the
win or do you
leaderboard.
wanna lose?
I like it.
We're tied, but keep in mind, we're about to maybe take the clubhouse lead.
All right, Rich, you know the scenario. Final hole, tied for first. How's this one going to shake out?
Luke, I hope that chair's comfortable. I sense extra holes.
Okay, we just got to put the pressure on him. We have to go to birdie this. It's not an eagle hole, obviously. We've got to go to birdie it.
That tee shot looks pretty good.
See, when Ryan doesn't wear blue jeans and a cowboy hat, he's back in his groove, right?
This is his second shot. He's currently tied for the lead.
Yeah, not enough distance here off the deck. It's gonna fly so low. It's gonna hit like right in this area and bounce in the creek there. We got to play this just like we played it in round number 1. The difference is, how aggressive do we want to get? Do we want to leave a choked approach? What choked approach do we want to leave? A lob wedge, right? So a choked approach, 88-yard lob wedge would be perfect. So 88, 89 is what we want. So now let's find the shot here on the caddy book that leaves us 88 yards away. 88 yards away from the green. If we put this right in the middle of the fairway to the right, 210 yards away from our position. That's tough to do, obviously, but it's basically a 2-iron into this wind on a draw. $210, go, 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 $210, $210, $210, $210, $210. Close.
Lining up here after
We
a
did
bunch
it.
of birdies, Rich.
86.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
We are in perfect distance, everybody. Even better than what we imagined, because we can hit this shallow, fly it low underneath the wind on a slight draw into the wind. One time. The closed club face and push kill the distance.
This would be a
It
momentum
kills
saver
it.
here, getting this up and
And
down.
that's -3 on both contact and swing path. It doesn't matter what your shot setup is. The wind's going to kill it, right? It just kills the shot, as it should. But that's the first big miss of the day, really. Wow. We got to chip this in. I just can't believe that. That was a perfect position. We had the perfect shot set up, and we had one of the worst swings in a long time. Okay. Got to go to make this, right? Heavy rough. The ball is buried. We got to put this up on the green, roll it in. Just don't give me a flyer slide, please. It just kicked. It was the overswing. It was the overswing and increased rhythm that just sent it.
Hold this for an impressive 64. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Gotta make this.
15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
One time.
This one's looking good.
What a putt.
He's done
That
what he
might
can
be
today.
enough.
He finishes out in second place.
The
just a
putter was
stroke
nuts
over the
today.
lead. Now he'll need the leader to slip up to still
have
have
a tie.
chance to win.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, unfortunately, not able to secure back-to-back victories here, but you've got to be impressed with the performance overall.
Luke, this player did everything to seal back-to-back wins on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately, coming up just a touch short. Still 2 awesome weeks.
Grayson
I'm Luke
came
Elvin,
back
alongside
out of
Rich
nowhere.
Bean, and on
An
behalf of all
eagle
the
hole
hard-working
out.
folks
He
at
was
AP
over
Studios,
par for the
it's
day.
goodbye for now.
And he comes out with an eagle and an eagle hole out on that par 4 12, and then he goes on fire. Even if we would have birdied that, we would have lost by 1. That's insane. But you all realize we had the round of the week. Grayson's had the round of the week before that, 7 under. We just shot an 8 under. High winds here. Tough conditions. Impossible pins. We dominated. That is a second place finish. That is insane, everybody. That is 3 skill points to spin because of the second place there. That is just unreal. We left it all out there. One of the best rounds I've ever played, if not the best rounds I've ever played. There is nothing to be disappointed in that round. And you're going to bogey on that course, right? You're going to bogey. And we did bogey a couple times. And we still shot an 8 under. Grayson gets the win. Ryan, Jason, Russell Hindley, Colin Morikawa, Steven Yeager, Martin Laird, Ludwig Oberg, Xander Schauffele, and Tom Kilm make out the top 10. An exceptional tournament. You know, we put on a show for Jerry's friends and families here at Friends and Family in Texas, and all the Ryan Gamers fans, of course, in Texas. Thank you all for coming here to TPC San Antonio. That was nuts. What a fight. I was so locked in that round. That is one of the most locked in rounds I've ever had. It was just like last week when I just caught a fire there at TPC Summerlin in both rounds. And we focused up today and we crushed Will Zalatoris. He missed the cut though, but that was insane. I really thought we were going to win that tournament. But what else can you do? We had an eagle, birdie, 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 par. Like, we had a great save par there. That makes me feel better that even with that birdie, we still would have lost. If he got to 10 under, I would have been heartbroken, right? We were in the best scenario with one of my favorite shots in the game, a perfect position for that shot, a great shot set up, just poor execution. And the swing was so on, I got aggressive with that one, right? The swing has been so on that round, why would you not? Valero Texas Open Trophy goes to Grayson Sigg on that one. But we fought. We are still number 1 in the FedEx Cup. Grayson Sigg moved up 97 spots to 28. What a tournament. Colin Morikawa moves up 1 to 7th place there. We have to take a look at that leaderboard before we take a look at the event stats, and then we're going to improve Ryan Gamer. Yeah, it was a birdie. It was eagle, birdie, 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 par. And the front 9, we only had 2 bogeys. We shot 2 under on the front, 4 birdies, 2 bogeys. On the back 9, we came out hot. Birdie, birdie, and 12 got us, but Grayson got an eagle hole out on 12 because we were tied through 11. If you remember, we were tied at 6 under. And then he shot up after 12. That was an eagle hole out, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we said at the end of 11 that it was a 3-way tie at 6, right? Then we bogeyed and dropped down, and I believe Grayson had an eagle hole out there, unless I missed a birdie and it was back-to-back birdies. You all let me know. But insane finish. Like, you talk about do you want to win or do you want to lose? We left it all out there. That's a 6 under on an insane back 9, insane conditions, firm fast, eagle, birdie, 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 par. And there was no way to eagle that final hole. Unfortunately, it's not really an eagle hole for Ryan Gamer. We don't hit it far enough off the tee. If we have good wind, maybe, but we just don't have that distance, right, as a technician. So that's always going to be one of our weaknesses on long par 5s like that. If we were a powerhouse, you could send that, but then we would miss a lot more fairways. And I already missed too many of those. But an 8 under round on that course in those conditions is the round of the year, in my opinion. Like, I know we didn't win, but we left it all out there. We fought back after a tough first round. That's nuts. We were 1 under and shot 8 under. Like, what? Let's take a look at the improvements here in the final round. 92 fairways, and we went from 33 gers in round 1 to 77. An improvement from 32 approximate hole to 27. You're like, that's not that much better. And that is true, but look at putting, everybody. I present to you the best putting so far. 100 short, 83 medium, and 83 medium on this golf course is really good because it doesn't matter where you are on those pins, you're going to have a big breaking putt. And then long putts, out of 13 putts, we hit 53.85%. That is unreal. We hit some nuts putts today. Nuts putts. What? Let's just say we hit some insane putts, right? 75 scrambling, 55 par breakers, 71 birdie conversion rate. I cannot wait to see the final birdie conversion rate. It was insane. It's going to be in the probably 75%, something like that. 1 eagle, 9 birdies. That's 11 under without the bogeys today, and we would have won the tournament. We had 3 bogeys. That's just insane. Like, you're going to have bogeys on that course, though. Like, you're not going to be bogey free there. 82 fairways for the week, 55 gers, and still battle back to second place. That is because the 1 putt percent was 77. Incredible putting accuracy for the week, as you can see. And scrambling was solid. We missed too many greens. 68 out of 16 greens missed is pretty good. Birdie conversion, I was right, 75. That's just on another level. That is how you fight for tournaments, right? Honestly, it's amazing that we lost. It is amazing that we lost. These are just incredible stats all the way across the board besides greens and regulation. We hit more greens and give ourselves more birdies. We win that tournament big time because birdie conversion rate was so high, even with long putts, right? So we lost the tournament because of 7 bogeys, but you're going to have bogeys there. You all saw the competition. Everybody had bogeys today. Grayson was over par for most of the tournament until we had that insane comeback at the end, right? I mean, that was just an exceptional comeback. Firm handshakes. Hats off to Grayson. Grayson, you know Grayson is going to go to Ryan Gamer and just say, that was just incredible golf, right? Like, you know, I know you came in second, but like what you did out there today will be remembered for years to come, and it will. An 8 under right there. Some of the best stretch of golf I've ever played. Who called in the Eagle Birdie train? Which one of y'all did that, you legends? Eagle Birdie, Birdie, Birdie. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. You better believe we're going to have a media interview. We're feeling good. Cheers, everybody. Let's see what the media has to say. Even if you bring in the bogey bulletin busters, I'll have a smile on my face today. What role did your caddy and support team play in your performance this week? They know. Look at Ryan Gamer put on the cowboy hat outfit one more time for Jerry. You'll love to see it. The team atmosphere we have here at Gamerability Golf and across all the Gamerability sports here on the channel. The camaraderie between the team, Ryan Gamer, Jerry, Rhett Gamer, and Jerry. We have something special here. And I love how they ask about the caddy. You know, it's all about the caddy. They're my family. They're my family. They've had my back this week 100%, whether it's reading greens, keeping me focused, or just sharing a laugh. They're always there when I need them. What a perfect, like, media question. Skill Zone, you need to come back next week. Par Pursuit post. So many birdies today. Did the course play to your strengths, or were you just seeing the shots perfectly? You know, it was good of both. I think it was a bit of both, honestly. The course suited my game really well, but I also was just seeing my lines and executing the shots exactly how I wanted. That's so true. I mean, swing path is going to be improved next week. What an interview. I love the question about the caddy. You know, you better believe Jerry is celebrating with family, and his family and friends got a good showing today. And I love how Ryan comes out with the cowboy hat to the media interview after the round, right? You love to see it. A tribute to the incredible caddy, Jerry, and personal trainer, of course. The farm work worked, everybody. Ryan Gamer went to train with Jerry. Ryan thought he was going to be hitting golf balls at tractors or some fun stuff, right? But no, Jerry put him through the most intense farm day you can imagine. All the work on the farm was completed by Ryan Gamer after that practice round. He came out slow in round 1. Jerry had a method. It's about endurance. It's about perseverance. He was teaching him a lesson. In Texas, you got to be Texas strong. And he was Texas strong at TPC San Antonio, right? Just an exceptional battle. Next week, we have momentum now with that battle. Our first major tournament, the Masters, aka the Legends Championship in PGA 2K25. Unfortunately, the Masters is locked down in contract by EA PGA Tour. This is the only major that PGA 2K could not get the license to. And I don't know how long EA has their license, but I would love to see if they can get the Masters here in the career mode so we can get all tournaments, right? But yeah, next week, UC, of course, training. And then the practice round. And then round 1 of the Legends Championship. It will be a 4-round major, and I think we're on the perfect difficulty. I think we're on the perfect difficulty right now. 89 is great, and let's go ahead and improve Ryan Gamer. That's just amazing. Like, I feel like this is a tournament we will talk about on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel for years to come. The heart that Ryan Gamer showed today. The fighting spirit, right? You against the course, battling back against the bogeys, and just posting the round of his career, right? So that's just a round I'm never going to forget, and you all were here for it. Thank you for being here for it. Now, what do we want to improve? We have 3 skill points to spin, right? Top 5. So you all reminded me of this. First place, 4. Top 5, 3. Top 10 is 2. Top 20 is 1. Do we go putting? What has been the issue? Putting, right? Like, I don't think it's like a complicated thing, right? To say that putting is by far the issue still. Like, yes, we were on fire that round, but we had a couple of big missed putts due to rhythm and transition. So I think we do it again. Wait, no. What about distance control? Well, distance control on putts a big problem. We did have some poor shots, short game shots, due to transition being off. So I'm trying to decide here. It's either transition, all 4 on transition, or 3. Sorry, 3. I almost spent an extra one. Whoops. Y'all would have never let me live that one down. Even though we came in second, top 5 a couple tournaments in a row, I was giving myself 2. I was supposed to give myself 3. So technically we have more skill points to spend, like 5. We should spend 5 now because I think that was 2 tournaments in a row I did that. So technically we could spend 5 right now. We don't have the VC. I'm not spending that much VC. It pains me to spend more than 3. So putt weight, 57. We could go this. 60 rhythm, 59 putt weight. Right? Or we just continue to compensate on putts. That's what I started to do there. If you all notice, I started to compensate on putts and it worked. So then did we work on our short game transition, right? Because our transition has been killing us on short game shots, chip shots, splash shots, flop shots, you name it. And transition is much more punishing now. What's going to have the most impact on the next round? Transition, rhythm, putt weight, or putt rhythm? What I'm going to do transition by 2. And I'm going to do putt weight. Yeah. Let's go. No, not putt weight. Rhythm. Let's go transition by 2, putt rhythm by 2. By 1, I mean. So that's 3 points. 525 to spin. There we go. So do we have more skill points to spin? We should have more skill points to spin, right? We should be able to unlock the power drive. Yes, but before we do that, we got to get this one right here. Choked approach. So we're not getting the power drive yet. We may not ever get it. This is so important. The choke tee shot, as you all saw, after we almost aced that par 3. Very difficult par 3. 2-iron choke tee shot. And we did not have this proficiency boost to swing path, which makes a massive difference. We still struck that beautifully. So that's what we're going to spin. And I got to decide, do I want the power shot? I believe I do, because I want to take risk on par 5s, because our swing has been pretty good off the tees, believe it or not. Surprisingly, actually. surprisingly too good. I wish it was that good all the time. But yeah, I think we do need the power drive to help us on par 5s. Now, the great thing about Lone Grove Golf Course, which is the Legends Championship course, inspired obviously by Augusta National, but it's way easier than Augusta National. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is way easier than Augusta National. But the thing about this course is it's wide open, right? Like, you can crush it, and the power drive might be important. We can't get it. We didn't have enough skill points. We needed 24. We had 20, and we spent 8 on the choke tee shot. But yeah, it's a course that's wide open. You only have light rough everywhere. I don't think there's any heavy rough. And it's very scoreable if you hit your spots. But if you get yourself into trouble, you hit it in the water, you miss your shots, you can start to score over par here. It'll be interesting to see how firm and fast it plays, right? That'll be interesting to see. But what a tournament, everybody. Thank you all for being a part of it. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel, keeps these videos growing well after they're posted, and it just really helps the channel overall. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video on the channel. Check out some of the other sports game content and career mode content. You can check a lot of them out in the video description below. It's almost sports game season. You're going to see a lot of College Football 26 on the channel on July 7th. A whole lot of college football. And then after that, this year, this will be NHL year. You better believe it. One of the fan favorite series on the channel was NHL 23. Now, we will be back in NHL this year. Will we be back in NBA? I'm not sure. We'll see. I never completed the series this year. I just got out of it. Maybe we'll be back someday. Madden, you better believe it. We will do a Madden series, and not sure what other series. If there's one you want to see, let me know. I will be doing a NASCAR series when that game comes out. Whenever it comes out. But yeah, I used to love the NASCAR games growing up. I know there hasn't been a good game in quite some time, but iRacing took over and they're making the next NASCAR game, so it could be really good. So I'm really excited for that one, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.